Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Panthers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense will have the first possession of the game. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Crosses to 30. At the 45 on his way. All by himself down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Falcons.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Georgia State's offense has the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he just...
There he goes. Got the first down and more. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. Good pickup on that one.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes.
It's a seam wide open. He's now up to 66 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. White wants to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down a... return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in. The INT.
All right, guys, let's talk about Bowling Green. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But, David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough. And then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So, interested to see how they do in developing these guys.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Maddox. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Here's the give off the left side. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here we go. Try to get it to the edge. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. The Panthers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he got loose. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to ride this running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
On the double, 2nd down. Down 55 weak.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Maddox. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the 1st down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's McFarland. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And, guys, how many 1st downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
As a defense, when you're facing a big running back like this, you are making a business decision every time they carry the football. You've got to ask yourself the question, do I want to be taking this dude on ahead?
Touchdown, BG! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks, the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. On the ground, it's Maddox. Fighting off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Third and short now from their own 48. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Hatchett. At the 35, he's got room. Turning it on. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, looking for a man. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Falcons buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Maddox. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's McFarland. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter.
Got it.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for space. It's Maddox. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Plows through the defense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires downfield. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Eastern Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive,
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Falcons will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back to the ground game on the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Motion from the wideout. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Looking for space. It's Maddox. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
well, obviously at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. And the Falcons are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try to get outside. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's now up to 83 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They'll move the wide receiver. White going to attack through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hatchett. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Trying to bull his way in. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Number 18 set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McFarland. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Now on 2nd down. Off play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wide receiver going in motion. White wants to throw it. They're working that left side. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to swing it on second down. On target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Panthers in the hurry up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Easy. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking downfield very late in the half. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Get set. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They'll run the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. East line set just inside the right upright. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
The Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. White going to attack through the air. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The screen, and watch out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. It's complete to the left. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He might want another play. White wants to throw it. It's on target and complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man quickly. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Panthers! And here they come, almost all the way back. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
He's got it along the sideline. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different.
Oh, boy.
If they take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score, there is no end in sight for these guys.
Oh, my God.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the... it's a running room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. White going to attack through the air. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Hatchett. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged out of the air. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. White wants to throw it. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Panthers started this drive back up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play, the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past?
There he goes down the
Wow.
right side. He's
Wow.
out. Touchdown, BG. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Field position to start this
I
drive.
love
They're
the
on
execution on
3-3.
that play. Great blocking up
I
front
didn't
just to
know
get
to
the
see how the
ball carrier
team
an
reacts.
opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Scrimmage, they're probably saying 5
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is
Ball
no
there
good
by
as
the
they are
defense,
unable
desperate to
extend
get the ball
lead.
back and
Kickoff
save as
unit
much
on
time
the
as
field,
possible.
and this defense will
After
be
getting
called
knocked
on to
back to
protect
open
this
this
lead.
drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And no chance at a return. Here they start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
They're making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. We'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and 5.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Georgia State. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and I roll into the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
They get it in with a 2-point conversion, and we have a 4-point game. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score.
You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and
From
keep
inside
that
his
clock
own 10,
on
he'll try
2nd
to
and
help
9.
out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there.
Stop him in the backfield.
So they
Rare
start
side in this game tonight.
20 at the 19-yard
And it's
line.
exactly what I want for my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock. Now, we have seen some college coaches who lost college football continue to run the football and also keep on
As they
football.
get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the
If I just
quarter.
take a knee.
Gives it on the option. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
And the Bears need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd
We've been
down.
treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays, and take home that W. After Swat begins in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down.
College football.
Trying to pick it up on the ground.
They
Thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Their defensive coordinators
The Falcons
football
decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring quick return man. He's not going to settle for a fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Panthers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job
Come on,
looking
guys.
at the football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. White wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. breaks into the open. Touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter. Now you're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Here comes the two-point try. They want to throw it. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's sharp. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's McFarland. Turning on the Jets. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16.
That running back picked up that blitz.
1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day.
Wow!
Touchdown, Bowling Green! And with that,
White boy killing me.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from...
You can't start off in the negative, guys.
They're up by 4 over South
Give me some blocking.
Alabama.
Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Got the first down and still on his feet. Turns on the Jets. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to get the corner. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Panthers! They move on top here in the 4th.
This offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. White going to attack through the air. He's in there. 2-point conversion is good and pushes the lead to 5. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout.
Give me that. Give me that shit.
What a play to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. And the Panthers inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run the toss. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll go to the air, working that wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. White wants on the two-point try. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now he's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gideon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in
You
this
my
game.
starter
It
now.
didn't matter what either offensive
Night
player was calling.
5, man.
Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are headed.
You my starter now. Good shit, White.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for...
Got a red shirt night.